V. I'm afraid far too many letters to mention everyone, but I'll try and get around to sending a reply to everyone eventually about V, okay, if you've inquired and asked a question. If you remember back to last week, I actually said if you know of a V fan club, or you know anywhere where we can perhaps get merchandise or photographs, things like that, of V, and you've written in, thank you very, very much indeed. I've tracked a place down. It's called the Movie Market, and they've very kindly, in fact, donated a couple of series of photographs, which we'll be giving away later on in a very special competition, probably either just ahead or just after V this morning. Well, a suitably difficult question. The first prize is a wonderful set of colour photographs. In fact, have a look at these, just to give you an idea of perhaps what you can win tonight. Colour photographs, got 3 to let you have a look at right now. If you have a quick look at this, one of those. In fact, a whole selection of them for you to have a look at. I've got 3 to show you there, and we've got a whole series, as I say, quite a series to flick through there, and you can win those as first prize. And second prize, we got a selection of black and white photos as well, full of V things. There's some very quite dramatic photos, sort of turning into lizards and things there as well. Really quite revolting. Give those away later on, as I say, in a very special V competition, so have a pen and paper ready ahead of that programme tonight. Also got some fan club addresses. I've tracked down some fan club addresses of various stars of the programme as well, so I'll give you all of those later on as well. And as I say, mention a few of these letters. So far as the mini-series goes, well, that person's desk, that all-important person that needs to say, yes, we can show the miniseries. The desk is getting really weighed down now, so keep the letters coming in, and things are looking up. All right? I'm not saying any more for the time being, but things are looking up for the miniseries later on. Anyway, let you know more about that when I know more about it. Anyway, as well as V on tonight's Late Night Late, between 2 o'clock and many times as you like. Right, I will deal with as many of these as I possibly can, these letters. I'll have a little shifty through right now, and we'll be mentioning as many as I can. Also, I'll give you full information about where you can get these photos and V bits and pieces just ahead of the programme this morning as well, and the competition. It's all happening here this morning. It's really busy, and we're having loads of fun. All right? That's Late Night Late with you through until 5 o'clock this morning. We start you until 5 o'clock in the very early hours of this Saturday morning. Right, coming up shortly, this week's episode of V. It's the Sanction. Well, once again, freedom fighter Mike Donovan attempts to regain his son back from the visitors. That's V coming up in a moment or so. Also, have a pen and paper ready. Competition in a moment. Yes, Late Night Late. So our episode of V this morning is the Sanction in a couple of moments or so. Right, your chance right now to win yourself, well, firstly, first prize is a full set of colour photos from the series V, and a runners-up prize, a set of black and white photos from V. And I'm eternally grateful indeed to S&P Parker from the Movie Market for supplying these as a little competition prize. Thank you to everyone who's written in this week saying, where can we get photos of V? And where can we get bits and pieces from V? Well, the Movie Market is the place to go. If you don't manage to catch the address, drop me a line and I'll pass your name on to them so they can send you a full colour catalogue on this. All right? The address to write to is S&P Parker, the Movie Market, the Medleycott, that's Medly, Medleycott Centre, Gainsborough, Milbourne Port, Sherborne in Dorset. As I say, if you don't manage to get that address, no worries, just drop me a line. I'll pass your name and address on to S&P Parker, and they'll send you a full catalogue of all the V bits and pieces you can get. Anyway, this will give you a rough idea. Have a look at these photos right now of some of the pictures we'll be giving away. These are just some of the first prize photos that you could win on the programme this morning. And as I say, as runners-up prize, we do have a full set of black and white photos as well. And my big thanks to S&P Parker for supplying those. Right, here comes the question, and this is the address to write to. It's to me, Graham Rogers, Late Night Late, TVS, Television Centre, Southampton, SO9 5HZ. The question: both Mark Singer, who plays Donovan, and Jane Badler, who plays Diana in V, have also appeared in American soap operas. Different ones. Mark appeared in one, Jane appeared in another, but which ones? Can you name them for me? So Mark Singer, who plays Donovan in V, has appeared in an American soap opera, and Jane Badler, who plays Diana in V, has also appeared in an American soap opera. If you can tell me which ones, drop me a line to that address, as we saw a few moments ago. Graham Rogers, Late Night Late, TVS, Television Centre, Northam, Southampton, SO9 5HZ. The first person out of the bag next week, around about this time next week, will be getting themselves the full colour photo set, and the runner-up we'll be getting the black and white set. So do have a go this week. And as I say, drop me a line if you want to get some more pictures and more details, and I'll pass your name and address onto the movie market. Thank you very much to Alan Rooston for writing in this morning. Alan's given me some addresses of fan clubs for various characters from V. If you want information about that, again, drop me a line and I'll pass that on to you. Alan, thank you very, very much indeed for writing in. Nice to hear from you. Right, it's V time again. Oh, good stuff, eh? And V's back at exactly the same time next week. An episode called The Visitor's Choice next week. It's late night, late. I'm Graham Rogers. Don't forget, keep all the V mail coming in. It's sort of occupying about a day per week, actually, at the moment to open all the mail. In fact, I've had a lot of people writing in saying, I bet you're really fed up getting all this V mail. No, not at all. Keep it coming, please. It's always nice to hear from you. And keep the requests coming to see the mini-series as well. No promises, you know, but this very important person's desk is sort of disappearing under a mountain of mail at the moment. So you never know. Things might be looking up as far as the mini-series go after the full series. Well, we'll see. I'll keep you updated with that, though. Now, as you may have seen before V today, we did a special competition in which the prizes are, well, first prize, a full colour set of photos, and second prize, runners-up prize of a full set of black and white photos, all taken from the series of V. My thanks to S&P Parker, the movie market, for supplying me with these photos. And if you want any of those, drop me a line with your name and address, and I'll pass your name and address onto the movie market, and they'll mail you in return a full catalogue of V photographs and other photographs you can purchase from them. Obviously, you're going to have to buy them, but if you've always wanted a picture of Jane Badler, as I know many people have from all the letters I've been getting, then that might be the place to go. All right. Now, that competition to win these, we remember back, I asked ahead of the programme this morning, both Mark Singer, who of course plays Donovan, and Jane Badler, who plays Diana in V, have appeared in American soaps. Mark's appeared in one American soap, Jane's appeared in another. Can you tell me which American soap operas they've been in, please? If you can, this is the address to write to. It's to me, Graham Rogers, Late Night Late, TVS, Television Centre, Southampton, SO9 5HZ. Graham Rogers, Late Night Late, TVS, Television Centre, Northern Southampton, SO9 5HZ. And I'll give out the answers to that competition and award those picture prizes around about the same time next week. Both Mark Singer, who plays Donovan, and Jane Badler, who plays Diana in V, have appeared in American soap operas. But which ones? Which two soap operas? Drop them down on a postcard or in a jolly nice letter to me, and I look forward to hearing from you. And you never know, you could be a winner. Now, I've got to say thank you and good morning right now to Elizabeth Senior, Elizabeth from Deal in Kent. Elizabeth, thank you very, very much indeed for your letter. Lovely to hear from you. She actually writes in here in this letter something that caught my eye. I was quite amused by this. I love V so much, sometimes I wish aliens would land on Earth. That would be great. Fine. I don't. Anyway, she's also put down there's a list of books, V books available. You might be interested to know there are 7 books. V, East Coast Crisis, The Pursuit of Diana, The Chicago Conversion, The New England Resistance, and Prisoners and Pawns. They're available. And then get all the V mails still coming in this week. As I mentioned, it really is literally taking a day to wade through the mail, and that's without replying to it. If you need a reply, I will get round to writing some replies and get those in the post as soon as I can. I'll get scribbling during Night Network. Night Network coming up in a moment or so, and... Well, the weekend's here again, so am I. Hello, I'm Graham Rogers. Welcome to Late Night Late. And of course, being a Friday night, Saturday morning, tonight we have V, and that's in around about an hour's time. So V, tonight an episode called The Visitor's Choice in about an hour, all right? We've also got Night Network, Facing South, and Jack Thompson Down Under to tell you briefly what's happening on Late Night Late tonight. If you entered last week's competition to win these photos, first prize, complete set of colour photos of V, second prize, runners-up prize of a complete set of black and white V photos. I'll be giving you the answers to that particular competition and drawing out 2 winners at around about... Well, I'll tell you what, why don't we do it just ahead of V? We'll do that just ahead of V in about an hour's time, as I say. All right? If you remember back to last week, we asked the question, both Mark Singer, who plays Donovan, and Jane Badler, who plays Diana in V, have both appeared in American soap operas, and I asked you to name which one. All right? Do that in about an hour's time and award those prizes as well. Now, I had a few inquiries this week as to what PO same time next week. Well, The Visitor's Choice. That's this week's episode of V. That's after the break. Very good morning to you. I'm Graham Rogers, well and truly now into the weekend spirit. Now, last week at this time, I asked you a question. Both Mark Singer, who plays Donovan, and Jane Badler, who plays Diana in V, have appeared in American soap operas, and which ones was the question? Well, Donovan, Mark Singer, has appeared in Dallas, and Falcon Crest was the soap opera that Jane Badler has appeared in. So we got two sets of photos to be given away. The first prize, mix up here, will go to... right answers. They'll be going to Malcolm and Debbie Hingley from Broadstow Way. I think that is Broadstairs in Kent. Well done to you. You get the colour shots there. Well done. They'll be in the post to you. And one more for the black and white shots. These will be going to Kate Patterson from Sussex Road, Southsea in Portsmouth. Many congratulations. Those prizes will be off in the week, okay? And thank you very much for all the V-mail this week. Tell you more about the V-mail after we've seen this week's episode, which is The Visitor's Choice. Dedicate that episode of V, especially to Jane Badler, who of course plays Diana, because Damien Boyce from Brighton in East Sussex sent me all these pleases. Can you see that? All these different pleases on the letter. So Diana, you can have that one. Exciting stuff this week, wasn't it? I enjoyed that. Next week's episode of V is The Overlord, and that's at the same time next week, okay? Also, thank you very much again to Elizabeth from Deal in Kent for sending me another letter relating to V, and she's also done a drawing of Diana. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that okay? Yeah, that's not too bad, is it? Excellent drawing of Diana there. And incidentally, on the subject of drawings of V characters, if you're a budding artist and you can do any really good drawings of any of the characters in V, why not drop them in? And if we got time, we'll show them on the telly, all right? It's Graham Rogers at Late Night Late, TVS, Television Centre, Southampton, SO9 5HZ. Graham Rogers, TVS, Late Night Late, Television Centre, Southampton, SO9 5HZ. We literally need another hour to mention everyone who's written in relating to V this week. If you've written in, thank you very, very much indeed. I'll try and get round over the coming weeks to try and give your letter a mention. Anyway, coming up shortly now,